What do you
Okay.
what do you think about the undercover community?
I think that if you roll in undercover, right, there's no need to because I think the opportunities are endless.
Welcome back to Fame Flux, where the truth behind fame gets exposed. It appears that tensions between Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill remain unresolved, and their public friction is far from over. With the high-profile trial surrounding Sean Diddy Combs underway, the prosecution has been systematically unveiling what they allege to be the framework of a trafficking operation. Several male witnesses have already taken the stand, providing testimony about their connections to Diddy and describing incidents that point to disturbing patterns of exploitation. Amid these revelations, Nicki Minaj has allegedly directed pointed comments toward Meek Mill, suggesting that he too was kept under tight influence by Diddy, implying a dynamic of control not unlike what others have testified to. This is not the first time Nicki has alluded to rumors involving Meek Mill and private relationships.
I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am today, and I'm proud of that.
Within the industry. Now that Meek Mill has publicly denied knowing anything about the allegations against Diddy, Minaj has reportedly reignited her criticism, challenging the validity of his denials. This latest exchange revives long-standing tensions between the two, dating back to their public breakup in 2017. At one point, the duo appeared to be emerging as a formidable hip-hop power couple, collaborating on chart-topping tracks such as All Eyes on You, Buy a Heart, and Bad for You. However, what once seemed like a strong artistic and personal alliance has since devolved into public jabs and unresolved bitterness, now amplified by the broader legal drama unfolding in real time. Within just 2 years, the relationship between Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill reportedly turned highly toxic, with serious allegations emerging. Nicki accused Meek of exhibiting aggressive behavior toward women while allegedly avoiding confrontation when it came to men. These claims resurfaced through now-deleted tweets.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Where she described alarming incidents, stating Meek allegedly assaulted his own sister, filmed it, and kicked her in front of his mother, who was then hospitalized. The tweet also referenced Meek allegedly leaning on his association with Drake to regain a sense of strength. As the feud intensified, Nicki made it clear she would not let the issue fade. She took to Instagram Live alongside Soulja Boy, where she discussed closeted behavior within the industry, stating that some men live dual lives and bring unnecessary turmoil into the lives of the women they're involved with. While she didn't directly name anyone, the implications stirred widespread speculation, and attention quickly shifted back to Meek. The conversation escalated again in 2024 when a lawsuit filed by Lil Rod against Diddy drew renewed scrutiny. The lawsuit accused Diddy of sexual assault, but what caused additional public buzz was a portion that implied the involvement of other individuals. One claim specifically mentioned that Diddy had a relationship with a rapper from Philadelphia who had previously dated Nicki Minaj. Given those details, speculation rapidly narrowed in on Meek Mill. While no formal confirmation was made, the combination of Nicki's public comments and the lawsuit's implications only deepened the public's interest and concern over the extent of what might be uncovered next. As the conversation reignited, many began revisiting past comments made by Nicki Minaj and examining images and video clips of Meek Mill and Diddy together. Observers pointed to photos showing the two in matching outfits, prompting questions about the nature of their relationship. Speculation grew further after a remark from 50 Cent suggested that Diddy's pattern of gift-giving, like taking artists on shopping sprees, implied something deeper. His comments reignited long-standing rumors and raised further suspicions. For a time, much of the public dismissed the behavior as just a close friendship between two influential figures. But scrutiny intensified when more videos surfaced. One in particular caught major attention. Meek Mill was seen performing bunny hops at the request of billionaire Michael Rubin.
Oh, it's in! Oh! Why are you doing bunny hops, Meek? Because you got your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud.
That's the wrong time.
Count out loud.
30,
Can't, huh?
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42.
Keep going. Keep going.
7, 8, 9, 1, 2.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat on your bunny hops. They suck. Your bunny hops suck. You got 250 more to go. There it was.
While some viewed the moment as lighthearted or playful, others interpreted it as symbolic, part of what some theorists call humiliation rituals, a concept that has gained traction online in recent years. That clip wasn't the only moment under renewed analysis. Reports also resurfaced about Diddy throwing an elaborate 27th birthday celebration for Meek Mill. According to insiders, the event was extravagant, held at a lavish Parisian-style palace in Las Vegas, and allegedly featured a highly selective guest list, exclusive security protocols, and no-phones policies, raising more questions than answers. As the public continues to dissect each event, photo, and comment, what was once dismissed as harmless industry bonding is now being reevaluated with a far more critical lens. For many observers, these moments represent a larger conversation about celebrity culture, power dynamics, and the blurred lines between mentorship and manipulation within the entertainment industry. The party, held at an extravagant Parisian-style palace, was packed with A-list celebrities and industry elites. But when the festivities ended around 3 a.m., the scene left behind shocked even those familiar with Hollywood excess. Property manager Jason Hett described the aftermath as disturbing, reportedly discovering blood-stained bedding, used condoms, broken glass, and traces of a white powdery substance scattered throughout the estate. What stood out even more was a series of unusual requests made by Diddy. According to sources, Diddy allegedly demanded that all the bedroom locks be replaced, ensuring that only he had access to the new keys. In addition, he brought in his own smoke detectors, which his team reportedly installed temporarily and removed once the event was over. These details raised serious questions about what was happening behind closed doors. Allegedly, the most controversial activities took place in these locked rooms, with Diddy said to have orchestrated who stayed where, which guests were paired together, and how the night unfolded. Some sources claim the events were recorded, intended for a private collection that has since become the subject of legal scrutiny. Adding further fuel to the speculation was a leaked audio recording, allegedly capturing two men engaged in intimate activity. Though the identities in the audio remain unverified, multiple online sources claimed it involved Meek Mill and Diddy. The recording was reportedly made by a security detail present at the party and later leaked to the public. In response, Meek Mill took to social media to deny all allegations. He labeled the rumors as propaganda, designed to tarnish his image, and publicly offered a $100,000 reward to anyone who could trace the origin of the rumors or prove the claims false. Despite his denials, the incident has intensified public interest and scrutiny. Meek Mill publicly addressed the growing speculation, releasing a series of posts defending himself against recent allegations. He insisted he had never participated in any illegal substances or inappropriate behavior. Claiming his Philadelphia roots, Meek stated he does not engage in what he described as nose candy or freaky molly. According to him, he's never even been offered such substances due to the type of reputation he maintains. In a follow-up, he rejected all connections to the alleged Diddy scandal, saying, "No man would ever approach me about gay activity." He also denied reports of chaos following the party, writing that the estate had not been flipped and that the narrative being pushed was misleading and exaggerated. Furthering his defense, Meek posted that he didn't believe any of the stories being told about Diddy, asserting that once false claims were made about him, the credibility of all new accusations became questionable. He wrote that if anyone attempted to confront him in an inappropriate way, it would immediately escalate into a confrontation, suggesting there would be consequences on the spot. One concern he voiced was the impact these allegations had on his family. Meek claimed that his young son had been affected by school gossip and blog posts suggesting that his father was involved in rumors related to sexuality. He stated that this kind of misinformation was harmful and crossed a line, especially when it began impacting his child's daily life. Despite Meek's insistence that the situation was being misrepresented, insiders claim he appeared visibly unsettled. Sources close to Nicki Minaj, who has publicly clashed with Meek in the past, reportedly said she had witnessed behavior between Meek and Diddy that suggested an unusually close dynamic. Allegedly, Nicki described Meek as acting subservient in social settings where Diddy was present, fueling more questions about the true nature of their connection. As the controversy surrounding Meek Mill deepens, the industry itself is beginning to show signs of silent tension. While no major artist has publicly addressed the situation, several insiders say that behind the scenes, conversations are happening. Executives, collaborators, and publicists are reportedly reevaluating their affiliations, unsure of how far the fallout could spread. Rumors are swirling that several record labels are quietly distancing themselves from anyone mentioned in connection with Diddy's legal troubles. What began as whispers about elite parties and questionable behavior is now being treated as a serious reputational risk. Event organizers are rechecking guest lists, brand sponsors are reviewing contracts, and artists once seen partying freely in those circles are now keeping a very low profile. For Meek Mill, the silence from his peers speaks volumes. While he continues to push back against the narrative surrounding him, the lack of public support from other high-profile names is creating even more speculation. In a culture built on solidarity and mutual endorsement, silence often indicates discomfort, or worse, knowledge no one wants to confirm publicly. Insiders report that Meek has been privately calling on industry allies to issue statements of support or clarification. So far, most have declined. This vacuum has allowed social media to take control of the narrative, fueling further speculation and leaving the artist with few defenses other than his own voice. What remains unclear is how far-reaching the consequences of these allegations will be. If more evidence or testimonies surface, other artists could be drawn into the spotlight. For now, the industry watches quietly, uncertain whether this is just another internet storm or the beginning of a cultural reckoning that will reshape hip-hop's upper tier. As Meek Mill continues pushing back against rising speculation, a growing number of fans and commentators are questioning the intensity of his response. In public discourse, over-defensiveness often fuels suspicion, and in this case, every post, tweet, or denial seems to be adding more fuel to an already blazing fire. The narrative that Meek is attempting to distance himself entirely from Diddy is not going unnoticed. Some fans are interpreting his strong denials and repeated commentary as more than just damage control. The optics, combined with past footage, industry whispers, and recent testimonies, are leading many to believe that there may be deeper layers yet to surface. What's more, the online response has become relentless. Social media timelines are flooded with memes, commentary, and unverified claims, making it harder for any figure caught in this controversy to reclaim the narrative. Even satirical takes are shaping public opinion as people continue to connect dots between footage, past statements, and affiliations. Now, with Diddy's trial intensifying and more documents expected to be unsealed, many believe it's only a matter of time before additional revelations come to light, possibly tying other prominent figures more directly to events that have only been hinted at thus far. So, what do you think? Will more details about Meek Mill surface as this case unfolds? Is the silence from industry allies a sign of distancing or something bigger behind the scenes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this ongoing investigation. More explosive developments are expected soon. This is just the beginning.